Hey folks, another little video on the RF. So today I'm going to be rebuilding this front brake master cylinder. I got myself this little kit online. As you can see, there's some seals, spring and a piston. It's a simple job and I'm going to try to do it without removing the master cylinder from the handlebars. So all you have to do, I think, is just removing the lever, opening the reservoir, draining it, and then we're going to rebuild the whole system. So first you've got to get this little nut off. It's a 10mm nut. I got it loose already, so now I'm just going to remove it from the screw. So now when the nut is removed from the bottom, you can now unscrew that little bolt here, and that's going to allow you removing the lever. There we go. And the lever comes off. Okay, next you're going to have to remove the cap on the reservoir. And of course you've got to have your motorcycle covered very nicely, because if any spillage of brake fluid occurs, then your paint will suffer, so make sure you're covered in that respect. As you can see, there is a lot of brake fluid there. It's actually quite fresh because I changed it about a year ago. I'm going to suck it off now using the syringe. Okay, to get it totally dry you can use a rag or, I don't know, some toilet paper. It's always a good idea to clean that reservoir inside, but have a look. Mine's pretty neat, so I can just start rebuilding my master cylinder. Okay, so now hopefully you can see this. There's going to be a rubber boot on that piston here, and you need to get it off. So I'm going to use a screwdriver for that job, and you know, if somehow you destroy it, then no worries, because you've got a new one in the kit. You should be able to just pull it off. There we go. Next, there's going to be this small snap ring. So there we go. This is our little snap ring inside, and as you can see, you've got those two little holes, first here and you have one here. So now using the circular pliers you're going to have to remove it, and that is going to allow us to drive out the piston. Alright, so hopefully you can see this. I've just grabbed it with my circular pliers and now I'm going to be driving it out. There we go! Okay, then behind it all you'll have this rubber cap and your spring. Now it's a good idea to give it a little clean with a microfiber towel. So here we have the old parts and the new parts. We've got the old bits on the left and the new kit on the right, and what is really great, this kit comes with the whole new piston, so you can see now it's nice and shiny. And also what's cool, that middle seal here, sometimes you've got to put it on yourself, but in this kit it was already on, so that's really good. So all I have to do now is use this little container with the grease, and that's provided with the kit, to smear all the necessary areas on that piston and put it all in. Okay, so first the spring. Okay, that goes in just like that. Next we've got the piston with the seal, but what I've done is I've put a tiny amount of this grease on those outer edges here and the seal, just to make it easier to when it comes to sliding that piston inside the bore. So that goes in just like that. And now the tricky part, getting this in with the pliers. there we go. Wow. I honestly cannot believe that was so easy to put it back on. Okay, and the last step of the rebuild is actually putting this rubber boot, the new rubber boot, on the piston, and I think that could be tricky too. Maybe not. Alright, so it seems to me that it sits pretty well, because I also managed to get the outer lip nicely inside that groove, and it operates really lovely. Time to install the lever. So it goes in just like that. Pin goes through the top. Now secure it from the bottom using the little nut. Get it tight with a 10mm spanner. That's it. Alright, so now top up the fluid. Okay, so pump the lever a few times. Okay, that feels a bit firmer. Now open the valve, close the valve, and once again pump the lever a couple of times. Okay, once again, open the valve, lever goes in, close the valve, and then pump it a few times. The lever gets firm, squeeze it, open the valve, lever goes in, close the valve, and repeat the process until the lever is totally firm. Of course, you want to check the level of fluid in the reservoir every now and again, because obviously you don't want to suck any air in the system. Fluid level topped up. Let's finish this job. Put the seal on. Now the top cap. And of course 2 securing screws. Okay, so job done. Thanks for watching. Till next time.